I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I have determined that my identity has been stolen by a more glorious beard. If you've been watching this channel for any length of time, that you know that I am a huge fan of conversations on karate, and that has led me to Somerset Applied Karate. So Greg and Sue have this podcast that's wonderful where they talk about their training, and their training is done at Somerset Applied Karate with Sensei Joe Andrews, who has easily a more magnificent beard. They release videos on YouTube, so many videos on YouTube. They're up to almost 300 videos of training, everything from drills, warm-ups. They've got tournament footage from some recent tournaments that they did. They've got tons and tons of sparring and live drilling footage. They've got Kanabunkai application, that kind of stuff. Even meditation and other deep dives into other things. It's really, really good stuff. So today I just really wanted to make sure. There's so many things out there in the world. There's so many things that I've talked about, other people have talked about. There's so many channels you're already watching. But if you have any interest in karate in its applied version, not the sport version, but where you're actually learning really good, functional, practical self-defense application and a really good understanding of the body, then you should be checking out Somerset Applied Karate. Most of the videos are Joe Andrews and Greg Linham. Those are the two main guys teaching over there, and it's kind of funny. They're a little bit different from each other. Greg's videos tend to be really short, to the point. I think he's more, let's get this idea into your head and let's get you doing it. And so his videos might be as short as like a minute long. Then you've got Joe, who is a little more like me. He is more willing to express his thoughts and his understanding, especially he's also a personal trainer, average Joe personal trainer. He's got a lot of knowledge, body knowledge that is so useful to the martial arts. The more I have trained, the more anatomy and physiology and biomechanical knowledge has helped me become better. So I try to inject that as much as possible, and he does the same thing, only from an actual, I just learn a little bit here and there, but this guy knows his stuff, and I hear it when he's talking, and when he describes how to do something or demonstrates why something works a certain way, it comes from a place of knowledge, body knowledge, not just rote memorization of techniques handed down that may or may not have grounding in anything in particular, but instead body knowledge of why this works. The two of them together have a strong mixture of backgrounds with different things. So you see stuff like Greg bringing in kind of a kickboxing jiu-jitsu background, and then you've got Joe, who's got weapons backgrounds. He's got Shotokan, strong Shotokan background, but he's also, I can see him talking about things like Tai Chi and how the way Tai Chi is moving in these different ways. It's something I'd like to know more about Joe or some of the different things that he's trained. But you can see as those things get brought in between the two of them that the art takes shape of its own. Somerset Applied Karate is its own karate. It's not just a rebranding of something else. It's just not just another Shotokan school. It's more than that. It's also really cool to get to see the students train and how they interact with the students, how they talk to them, how they work with them, how they try to improve them, how to grow them when they work together. So especially in the sparring sessions where they have this whole variety of different sparring methods. Maybe it's hands only, maybe it's takedown sparring, maybe it's stand-up sparring, maybe it's all kind of, and I say stand-up, I don't mean like we're standing and we spar, but like you need to get up off the ground. All sorts of different methods of sparring that they've done to just kind of round out the skill application of the things that they train. This is something that I've been working towards, and it's really inspirational to see that and to get to see how the students do with it. They both have a great heart. They just want to see it work well. So if it's not working, something's wrong with it, they're going to look at it, and if that's not working, then maybe they throw it out and they keep working on something else, something more suitable as a replacement, because it's more important, and I believe this wholeheartedly. It is more important to become proficient, to have functional things, than a library of relics, just these things that we've kept because at some point somebody decided that's what that shape meant or that's what this thing did, but it was never tested, it was never proven to actually do what it's supposed to do with somebody non-compliant or how to apply it in a non-compliant way. Maybe you just need inspiration for some of the things that you're doing. You just want to shake up what's going on or try something new. They've got something in there all the time that I think you're gonna like. I know that for me, I've been watching a ton and I want to go try out the jab cross hook parry drill that they have. It's a flow drill and I love flow drills. Super simple, very similar to something I already do, but we're probably doing it this week. I want to go take some of that and put it on the mat and do it. And that's what's wonderful about the way that we can share knowledge via YouTube, just like this, so easily. I've been doing it for a little while with the dojo sessions for members so that you can watch some of the stuff that we do, the training that we do, how I do it, all of that. These guys, it's just out there. They're putting it up all the time, so you can just go watch and enjoy, and it's excellent. So what are you gonna find when you go look? You're gonna find everything from strength, fitness, conditioning, warm-up drills. You're gonna find basic fundamental drills. You're gonna find kata application and understanding of movements. You're gonna find throws, you're gonna find groundwork, you're gonna find clinch work. You're gonna find all kinds of stuff that I think you're really gonna enjoy. One of the things I've particularly enjoyed is they've got these pad drills they put together from kind of real world circumstances in the UFC. So they look at some UFC fights, they see combinations of things that they enjoyed or really liked the way they were set up and built pad work sequences off of them and then brought those into the class to work on. And I think that's super cool. I think I'd like to try some of those pad work drills myself as well. One of the things that I find so crazy is that this channel has more than 270 videos, well on their way to 300 videos. And they've only been doing this for a year. That's the shortest amount of time I've seen that much video come out, and it's all good. There's so much great material there. At that rate, as they continue to put out videos, they're really doing something amazing. They're providing such an excellent resource for, first and foremost, their own students to reference and see. One of the things that I love filming my own classes is getting to see and look back at student progress and how they've grown, what they looked like then versus what they look like now, and then having the same ability for the students to do the same thing. But then on top of that, to share it with the world and let us all benefit ourselves from what they're doing. Just too cool. Just absolutely incredible. They don't know that I'm putting this video together. I personally have chosen to watch tons and tons of these videos. I've been watching it for a long time now, and lately I've been kind of deep diving and just digging into a ton of their videos. So they have no idea that I'm putting this out there. This is not something that they asked me to do. This is something that I want to do. I want you to know about their channel. I want you to know that what they're doing at Somerset Applied Karate is awesome. I completely back what they're doing. And if you are near Somerset, there is no reason for that not to be one of the top schools on your list to check out. It's really good training. You're really gonna love what you see. So in a way, this is just me saying to Greg and to Joe, thank you so much for what you do, for being willing to throw a camera in the corner, film what you do, and share it with the world. It's incredible. So many people don't do it. And there's lots of reasons to not do it, especially including the imposter syndrome, just feeling like maybe you shouldn't do it. You should do it. And these two especially, I'm so thankful that they do it. It's incredible. It's worthwhile. I hope you check it out.